Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, General Hospital Diaries. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. General Hospital reveals that Sasha Gilmore Corbin and Willow Corintha's showdown will escalate while Jason Morgan deals with his worst fear when it comes to Jack Brennan. Maxie Jones will also play Love Doctor, so let's talk about what's ahead in Port Charles. For starters, Drew Quartermaine will offer up an excuse for his current meeting with Portia Robinson, which Curtis Ashford just walked in on. Drew will insist he was in the process of making a business proposal to Curtis' wife, so Portia will have no choice but to back him up. It looks like Portia will go along with Drew's press conference idea about his pediatric sports initiative, so Curtis may struggle to understand why she's so willing to cooperate. At Elizabeth Baldwin's place, she's already faced multiple interruptions with Lucky Spencer. It looks like even more are on the way, but Liz might suggest a change of plans to ensure their opportunity at a romantic night, even if they have to postpone it a bit. Lucky will like the sound of Elizabeth's suggestion, so they'll continue to share some close moments. At GH, Willow and Sasha's face-off will heat up now that they're trashing each other over their actions. Since Willow's acting like Sasha got pregnant by Jason to go after Quartermaine cash, she'll insist this baby might have been the best con Sasha ever pulled. Of course, Willow doesn't realize Michael Corinthos is the true father. The situation would be even worse if Willow was in the loop on that, so Sasha will have to be careful about what she says during this confrontation. Over with Maxie, she'll play Love Doctor during a discussion with Carly Spencer and ask what kind of commitment Carly is looking for. Maxie will help Carly see that maybe she was too quick to push Brennan away, especially when he insisted she was more to him than a fling. On the plane ride home, Anna Devane will talk to Jason about Brennan, so he may admit he's got concerns about Carly getting hurt. Although Anna won't think Brennan has any ulterior motives when it comes to his interest in Carly, Jason may not be so sure. Later, Anna will turn to Brennan for help, so she may try to get the kill order on Valentin Cassadine lifted. However, Brennan may admit it's out of his hands if Valentin has made too many enemies within the WSB. It could leave Brennan making some grim predictions about what the future holds for Valentin. Finally, Lucas Jones will bump into an interesting stranger and presumably hit it off with him. This mystery man should be Lucas' next love interest, so Brad Cooper may struggle with jealousy soon enough. General Hospital spoilers say Brad will have a hard time as Lucas makes some updates to his love life. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Adrian Antondo has joined GH as Marco, so let's talk about his first airdate in this new contract role. Antondo will make his debut on Thursday, March 13, which is also when Lucas Jones is set to meet a mysterious stranger. Adrian Antondo is indeed screen-tested with Van Hansis, so all signs point to Marco being Lucas' new love interest. Marco will catch Lucas' eye and may ultimately help him move on from Brad Cooper, but can this mystery man be trusted? Antondo offered up some intriguing hints in an interview with TV Insider. It certainly sounds like Marco may have a shady side, though he may develop legitimate feelings for Lucas as well. But I really connected with the character, and I feel like I've been playing a lot of good guys going bad or bad guys going good, so I think this character is in my wheelhouse, Antondo said. That makes it seem like Marco might straddle the line between good guy and bad guy following his debut. A newly released photo also shows Marco at Windermere, which points to a Jens-Sidwell connection. Will Marco turn out to be Sidwell's son? That seems like a great possibility under the circumstances. Natalia Ramirez previously talked about having a son named Eloy from another marriage, the amazing guitarist who disappointed his mom by drifting away from music. It's possible Eloy will turn out to be Marco since we know Natalia has a romantic history with Sidwell. Marco is a lawyer, but Natalia may feel like his musical talent is being wasted despite that impressive alternate career path. Then again, it's possible Marco is a different person entirely. Sidwell has surely had many lovers over the years, so maybe this is his son with another woman or even a younger brother instead. Whatever the case, fans will look forward to Adrian Antondo's debut in the March 14 episode. That'll give Lucas a chance to cross paths with Marco, so sparks should fly right off the bat. Lucas may ultimately fall hard for Marco and make some predictions about their future together, but Marco's secrets could get in the way. General Hospital spoilers say there'll be plenty of layers to peel back once Marco makes his first appearance. General Hospital reveals that Carly Spencer made a dirty evidence push while Christina Corinthos Davis fumed over a canceled trip. Drew Quartermain also tried to strike a new deal with Portia Robinson, so let's talk about all Wednesday's drama. In the steam room, Dan Falconeri talked to Harrison Chase about babysitting with Lulu Spencer and working through the recent tension since he was happy to have her awake. At Crimson, Nina Reeves flirted with Jeffrey Beckett, who was a wildlife journalist for the magazine's new Nature and Travel series. Ava Jerome eventually came along and recalled meeting Jeffrey through a gallery event. After Jeffrey left, Ava asked Nina for a loan to help with her money troubles. Nina was happy to pitch in and suggested Ava could consider it a gift, but Ava insisted on paying her back. At Elizabeth Baldwin's place, her romantic moment with Lucky Spencer was interrupted by Carly and her gift basket delivery. Later, Aidan Weber caused another interruption, but Lucky and Liz eventually found themselves alone for the evening since their son was staying with a friend. After Laura Collins talked to Curtis Ashford about the scathing article against Drew and confirmed he was behind it, she offered praise for exposing Drew's awful actions. Next, Laura made her way to Elizabeth's house, where she derailed Liz's evening with Lucky and suggested they should all have dinner together. Once Alexis Davis found out about Drew being trashed in the news, she urged Curtis to basically put out a damage control article for Scout Quartermain's sake. However, Curtis refused to enable Drew's bad behavior. At the hospital, Drew brought Willow Corinthos flowers and worried she was embarrassed to be seen together after that awful article about him. Willow assured Drew that wasn't the case, but she did feel like all eyes were on them. Christina also approached Willow later with some updates on Michael Corinthos and a request for some videos of the kids to lift his spirits. Willow was on board just as long as the focus was on something positive and not all the negativity surrounding her relationship with Drew. Christina was kind and understanding about the whole thing, so Willow appreciated that and wished more people could be like her. Afterward, Carly tracked down Willow to discuss concerns about how the article about Congressman Cutthroat would affect the kids. It turned into a heated argument, so Drew popped back up to defend himself along with Willow. Once Carly realized she was getting nowhere, she headed to Nina's office and derailed her discussion with Ava. After Ava took off, Carly told Nina that they had to put their Drew takedown plan in motion right away. After Carly talked about trying to stall Willow's move-in, she insisted they had to get in Drew's house and find something so undeniable that Willow would never look at him the same way again. Nina questioned what they'd do if there wasn't anything to find, but Carly argued that they'd have to make sure there was something, implying that they'd plant it if need be. In Portia's office, Rick Lansing admitted the situation was even worse than she thought. In addition to Portia's job and medical license being in jeopardy, she could also face charges and prison time for tampering with Heather Weber's lab results in a criminal court case. Portia made a prediction about Drew unleashing the dirt he had on her now that she'd failed her Curtis mission. Nevertheless, Portia ultimately held out hope that maybe she could preserve her future and summoned Curtis to GH. When Drew came to Portia's office later, he suggested there was still a way to salvage their deal. Drew wanted Portia by his side at a press conference for the Pediatric Sports Initiative, which would force Curtis to give him some positive coverage. Once Curtis walked in, he demanded to know what Drew was doing there. In an exam room, Willow realized Sasha was her next patient, so Sasha urged her to speak her mind. After Willow called Sasha a hypocrite, she claimed Sasha had done worse than her by dating Michael and then getting pregnant by his other uncle, Jason Morgan. Willow acted like Sasha was just after Quartermain money, but Sasha pointed out that Willow ended up with wealthy Drew. Sasha also felt like Willow just couldn't admit she blew up her life over such a sleaze. When Christina ran into Rick, he ripped her up by shutting down her ballet trip with Avery Corinthos since it was happening on one of Ava's custody days. Christina confronted Ava outside her apartment and fumed when she learned Ava scored tickets to take Avery to the ballet instead. Rick showed up to shut down the conflict and sent Christina on her way. General Hospital spoilers say Christina may find some surprising ways to fight back. General Hospital spoilers indicate that at least 6 major secrets still need to be revealed on the ABC soap. These shockers will blow up Port Charles, so let's talk about the revelations that are in the works and make some predictions about how things will play out. Port Charles is no stranger to secrets and shocking revelations, and recent developments have left residents and fans reeling. Here are 6 major secrets that have come to light, shaking the very foundation of General Hospital. Of course, we should start with Willow Corinthos' upcoming discovery, since she'll eventually find out Drew Quartermaine and Nina Reeves had a fling. Nina's plotting Drew's takedown, but that could have some very personal consequences. If Nina convinces Willow to dump Drew, what's to stop him from outing their hookups and ruining Nina's relationship with Willow too? Whether that's how Willow finds out or not, she's going to be livid and devastated once she finds out what Nina and Drew have been hiding all this time. Next, let's discuss Jen Sidwell's agenda, since there's obviously more to this new villain than meets the eye. Does Sidwell have a Barry Cassadine clan connection, or could he be an old enemy of the family? GH fans will eventually learn why Sidwell really came to Port Charles, and why he intends to set Alexis Davis up for a crime she didn't commit. There'll be some big news that comes out about Sidwell as this storyline moves along. Giovanni Gio Palmieri's true parentage is also going to cause chaos and append plenty of lives once the real story comes out. Lulu Spencer finally agreed not to tell Dante Falconeri about the adopted child that Brooklyn Quartermaines is hiding, but will she change her mind down the road? If Lulu puts the rest of the puzzle together and figures out Gio is Dante's kid with Brooklyn, she might blow the lid off everything. Jason Morgan is currently posing as the father of Sasha Gilmore Corbin's baby, but how long can they keep the ruse going? At some point, it has to be revealed that Michael Corinthos is the true bio dad. It's just a matter of how and when the big reveal will happen. It'd be easy for Willow to overhear some things that make her suspicious and put her on the path to the truth. Perhaps Willow could ultimately launch a confrontation that sends Sasha into early labor down the line. Whatever the case, Sasha's got Michael's bun in the oven, so there are going to be serious fireworks once Willow uncovers that curveball. The show hasn't revealed the person behind Sonny Corinthos' penthouse explosion yet, so who's it going to be? GH might go with someone truly shocking like Drew, especially if they're planning to do a grim whodunit surrounding him. Even if it's another baddie instead, Sonny will have a chance to get payback once the culprit comes to light. We should see Sonny in fierce mob boss mode once he finds out who's responsible and strikes back. All Jack Brennan's deception regarding Jocelyn Jacks will get exposed sooner or later. Carly Spencer will reevaluate her feelings in the coming episodes and most likely get her romance with Brennan back on track. From there, the countdown will be on when it comes to Brennan and Carly's relationship getting derailed by his Jocelyn secrets. Between all the Cyrus Renault drama and Jocelyn's WSB training, Carly's going to flip out once she discovers everything Brennan's been hiding about her daughter. In a heart-wrenching twist, Dex Heller, portrayed by Evan Hofer, met an untimely demise on December 13, 2024. Despite expectations of recovery from a previous stabbing, Dex suffered sudden cardiac arrest during a visit from his girlfriend, Jocelyn, and friend, Anna Devane. Hofer, who joined the show on a short-term contract but remained for over 2 years, expressed deep gratitude for his experience and co-stars, particularly highlighting his bond with Maurice Benard. After 14 years, Chad Duell announced his departure from the role of Michael Corinthos in November 2024. Duell conveyed his heartfelt appreciation for the cast, crew, and fans, acknowledging the difficulty of his decision but feeling it was the right time to move on. Executive producer Frank Valentini confirmed Duell's exit, stating there are no immediate plans to recast the role but teasing a compelling storyline for Michael's family. Fans rejoiced as Jeannie Francis Laura reunited with her on-screen son, Lucky, played by Jonathan Jackson, marking their first on-screen appearance together since 2015. Francis, a Daytime Emmy Award-winning actress, has been a staple of the show since 1977, while Jackson, who debuted as Lucky in 1993, has earned 5 Daytime Emmys for his portrayal. Jackson hinted at character developments making Lucky more reminiscent of his father, a retired ER doctor and runner-up on the first season of The Golden Bachelorette, made his acting debut on General Hospital. Gansert portrayed wildlife journalist Jeffrey Beckett in an episode that aired on March 12, 2025. He described the experience as surreal, praising the kindness and support of the cast and crew, and expressed hope for future appearances. Nicholas Alexander Chavez, known for his role as Spencer Cassadine, hinted at the possibility of his character's return despite Spencer's dramatic death in January 2024. Chavez, who left to pursue other projects, acknowledged the unpredictable nature of Port Charles, leaving fans hopeful for Spencer's resurrection. Young James, portrayed by Gary James Fuller, has a knack for uncovering secrets. In March 2025, James overheard a conversation between Portia Robinson and Rick Lansing discussing tampered medical records related to Heather Weber. This revelation could have significant implications for Portia's career and personal life, especially if James innocently shares what he heard with others. General Hospital spoilers say these revelations will shake things up in the months ahead. General Hospital reveals that Drew Quartermaine and Carly Spencer will face off while Rick Lansing delivers disastrous news. Alexis Davis will also have an outraged reaction, so here's what viewers can expect. First, Curtis Ashford will get a pat on the back from Laura Collins, who'll love seeing Drew's name dragged through the mud in the press. No one deserves it more right now, so Laura will be pleased over Drew's exposure. Over with Rick, he'll give Portia Robinson some alarming updates and admit the situation is even worse than she imagines. Now that Curtis has struck this crushing blow against Drew, it should leave Portia even more terrified about her altered lab results' secret blowing up. Rick may make a prediction about Drew's revenge and warn Portia to brace for more trouble. Elsewhere, Alexis will have an outraged reaction to someone's behavior, and it looks like Christina Corinthas Davis will share in that outrage on Wednesday's show. Alexis might read about Drew's latest Quartermaine drama and talk to Christina about how he went too far. However, there may also be concerns about Scout Quartermaine now that Drew's made such a splash with this fierce takedown piece. Alexis will have a meeting with Curtis, so we'll see if she scolds him, supports him, or maybe a little bit of both. Other General Hospital spoilers say Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Baldwin will find it difficult to resist each other. Liz and Lucky may be tempted to take things back into more sizzling territory, but an interruption is on the way. It looks like Laura may be the one to ruin the mood with her arrival, but Lucky and Elizabeth won't mind catching up with her. Over with Dan Falconeri and Harrison Chase, they'll spend some time in the sauna. That's where Chase will give Dan a pop quiz about Lulu Spencer and his new attitude toward her. Thanks to Maxie Jones, Dante now knows Lulu broke up with Dustin Phillips and wanted to reunite with him before she fell into a coma. That softened Dante a bit toward Lulu, so we'll see how much he's willing to share with Chase. At the hospital, Drew will check in with Willow Corinthos after the hit piece tears him apart in the press. It'll leave Drew worried about Willow's view of him and whether she might be too humiliated to be around him right now. Of course, Willow will stand by her man and give Drew plenty of support. Drew's going to need someone to back him up once Carly faces off with him on Wednesday's GH episode. Since Carly recently found out about Willow accepting Drew's offer to move in along with the kids, Carly may rip into him over that. It's disrespectful to Michael Corinthos as far as Carly's concerned, so she'll speak her mind. At Crimson, Nina will welcome a special visitor named Jeffrey Beckett, so they'll have a flirty chat about his involvement in the new nature and travel series. Ava Jerome will also trade introductions with Jeffrey before she shares a request for Nina. Since Ava wants to help Portia out of her blackmail jam, she might turn to Nina for assistance. Later, Carly will head to Nina's office as well and argue that they need to move forward with their Drew takedown scheme immediately. Drew Quartermaine visited Willow at the hospital, bringing her flowers. Concerned about a recent article in The Invader detailing his feud with Tracy Quartermaine, Drew wondered if Willow felt embarrassed to be seen with him. Willow dismissed the article as lies, but Drew suspected he knew its source. Later, Carly Spencer approached Willow, expressing worry that her grandson Wiley might hear about the negative press concerning Drew. Carly revealed that the article was truthful, leading to a heated exchange of being ruthless, referencing past grievances, while Drew defended his actions as efforts to maintain his family standing against Tracy's attempts to undermine him. Attorney Rick Lansing delivered troubling news to Dr. Portia Robinson. Following an assessment of the personal and professional fallout from her recent actions, Rick informed Portia that she might face a suspension of her medical license, adding to her mounting challenges. Sasha Gilmore was at the hospital when Willow encountered her unexpectedly. The meeting quickly turned confrontational, with Willow accusing Sasha of hypocrisy due to her past relationships within the Corinthos family. Sasha retorted by highlighting Willow's own questionable decisions, leading to a candid confrontation where both women aired grievances about each other's past actions. At the gym, Dante Falconeri and Harrison Chase shared a personal conversation. Dante expressed concerns about co-parenting his son Rocco with Lulu Spencer, especially in light of recent family dynamics. Chase, having bonded with Rocco, offered his support, suggesting he could check in as the fun uncle to help ease the situation. Frustrated with Drew's recent actions, Carly and Nina Reeves conspired to undermine him. Nina, possessing the combination to Drew's safe, planned to uncover secrets that could be used against him. Their alliance marked a significant turn in their relationship, driven by a shared goal to neutralize Drew's influence in Port Charles. Elizabeth Weber and Lucky Spencer found their mutual attraction resurfacing. With Lucky's return to Port Charles and both navigating personal challenges, their deepening connection hinted at a possible rekindling of their past romance. As for what Nina will do next, will she be ready to put Drew's safe combination to good use? Will Nina dig around in Drew's documents and maybe find the leverage Drew's holding over Portia during her search? Whatever the case, General Hospital spoilers say Nina will make some bold moves soon. This episode highlighted the intricate web of relationships and power struggles in Port Charles, setting the stage for further drama and revelations. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.